Mable, America still needs you. In remembrance of years long past, my thoughts journey to simpler things, things that last. Being one who is not easily impressed, I remember people, places, values, and principles, and mostly forget the rest. Teachers were close to the top of my list. I've had some good ones, but Mable Spear, you were the best. She taught us all, young and younger. She stirred the fires of thought. For learning, she made us hunger. In a one-room country school from grades K to 8, she told us of the world, and she opened the gates. Her voice sharp if we whispered among ourselves, and at testing time, when our minds went blank, she could always tell. She looked over our answers to the arithmetic lesson and pointed a finger saying, "Let me see all the work before the next session." When you were discouraged from the look on your face, she picked up your spirit saying, "You know the answer. Your mind just needs a break." She taught us to help one another without asking. Teamwork was what we learned, an essential skill and everlasting. She taught us to tutor the young ones around us. Some were so grateful just to have someone to trust. She told us to act like gents and ladies, but sometimes we were dumber than day-old babies. We had no buses and no carpools to school, mostly just walking the distance. It was generally the rule. It was rare indeed to ever arrive tardy, especially on the day of the Valentine's party. You hoped that the girls sent lots of pretty red hearts, but your packet hung thin at day's end. Well, I guess they forgot. So you slipped them a note scribbled, "Be my Valentine." They just rolled their eyes and stuck their tongues out and said, "You've got cooties, dummy, and you're covered with slime." You chased the prettiest girl playing Red Rover, but she could run like a deer and you nearly fell over. Back to my seat, bells ringing already. I smelled like a goat. Jeez, was I sweating. The dirt on my arms clung like sycamore bark, and it didn't take long for Mable to remark, "Go to the bathroom and wash off that dirt. Use the green soap and towels and don't wipe them on your shirt." I rubbed and scrubbed with brown paper towels. It was all we had. Mumbling and complaining, "I ain't that bad." Returning to my seat, arms scrubbed bright. Then she inspected my fingernails. "Clean these up at bath time tonight." I giggled to myself and I thought I might say, "Shoot, it's only Tuesday and we don't take no baths till Saturday." I thought better to let my cleverness fade. I'd rather pass with the others to the following grade. I thought she might be singling me out. She let the others take warning. Cleanliness was what this is about. She was teaching hygiene and clean habits at an early age, because to succeed in life, you must project a good image. Some of life's lessons are learned without aid of a book. I see now how smart she was. Heck, I ain't as dumb as I look. Though times were lean and money was tight, she helped us decorate the room for Christmas and make it just right. That tall tree with bulbs and tinsel hung from its boughs, that old school looked perfect. Well, real pretty anyhow. We assembled a stage for our Christmas play from boards and wood for a year stored away. We covered it all with a worn old carpet and took care to cover the front, hiding the sawhorses. That was the hardest. Remembering my lines to the swell part I chose, was real hard for a country boy who counted using his toes. We put on a play for the folks in the folding chairs. Yep, I forgot some words, but nobody seemed to care. The teacher was pleased and relieved, you could tell. Teaching us dummy our parts had surely been, well, that approving smile she gave us as we left the stage made a country boy feel worthy. That's important at that age. As the years rolled by and old schools became outdated, the education we received was later highly rated. You see, knowledge and skills are measured by what we put down on paper, but values, principles, and character are more highly favored. We learned many lessons and values at that old school of learning. Mable Spear worked hard to spin the wheels of learning. She made up games to test our skills. She made school fun, without all the frills. She said, in life you'll make plenty of mistakes. Learn from them. Don't be left standing at opportunity's gate. Set your goals higher than you can ever achieve, and it's always better to be a giver than one who receives. I wished I'd been brighter and listened more to Mable. She worked hard for us, and oh, she was more than able. I'm proud to say I was among the relatively few to be taught my lessons in such a wonderful old one-room school. With lectures, blackboards, and chalk, she taught the 3 R's. Never no computers and no internet and no VCRs. There's just one thing I wish I'd never had: diagramming sentences. At this, I was more than just bad. No reason given that I could accept to learn the value of something of which I was utterly inept. I know there must have been some reason for my learning, but my feeble brain just bogged down. It just didn't fit. But thanks for being so patient and keeping your cool and not putting that pointed hat on me and making me sit on that stool. Thanks for my country boy who, and somehow has succeeded. Your help, guidance, and direction was just what I needed. If I had the chance to see you a moment or two, I'd say, Mable, you were truly the best. America and I still need you. Stan Bennett.